Hello everybody and welcome back to Dominion of Men. We are here on the north eaves of Mirkwood, ready to plunge into the forest after dealing with this elven army who is standing in our way. Hopefully this will go better than the last battle that we fought in the previous episode. Last couple of battles actually. But I think we've got this one wrapped up. Here we have a couple of Citadel catapults. We have a couple of Losoth warriors just kind of backing them up. We do have a melee line that is 4 Royal Spearmen, 2 units in the center of black shields, and in the front we have about 8 Royal Longbowmen. We do have the high ground here, and we are seeing the Elves approach us because they are the attacker in this fight. It's a bit rainy, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Their army is also mostly archers, and so once they start to approach us, we will be able to shoot down the hill at them. Hopefully we'll get some good catapult shots in as well, but honestly in the defensive battles, catapults oddly don't tend to work as well because the AI will just rush. They don't want to stand around when they're the attacker. So we'll see how it goes. They're also just kind of waiting back here a little bit. But yeah, as you can see now when they get up, most of their units are these Greenwood bows. There are some Greenwood guards, I think, as well. Yep, that'd be these guys. With the two-handed axes. Otherwise, they do have an Elven Retainers unit. This is a bodyguard unit, and maybe they're air. I'm not totally sure. But we should be getting into firing range very soon, and I do feel better about this fight than I have about the previous. And that's because I think we really want to load up on Royal Longbowmen. They're just a great all-around unit. I mean, obviously they've got excellent range, but in terms of melee, they are surprisingly good. I don't know if it's their formation. Certainly their stats are quite good. They've got good armor. You can hear the catapults getting ready to fire, so let's hope we get some good hits in as the enemy approaches. There we go. Cut down some of the Greenwood bows, but you see they're going to start running. So I think we get like one more shot probably. Now the question I have is, are they going to stand... Yeah, that was nice. We need to take out a lot of the Elven Retainers. Are they going to stand and shoot at us? Because if they do, that's actually kind of good. I think we can win with our bows here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Keep that up. 30. So that cut them down to about half, I think, what they were at the outset. We may not get another shot at that. That may have been our one shot. So we'll let them choose their own targets now. And they're rushing the front line, and they're probably going to catch some of our longbows, but that's what they're there for. And we can use these other melee units as the battle dictates. Now I'm hoping that these spearmen are just going to serve as pretty much just a backstop. Perfect. Okay, great. So now they've got the Royal, or the Elven Retainers fighting them. That's kind of fine. I think we can deal with the rest of them. I don't have any cavalry is the thing. It would be nice to have a bit of cav. Losoth warriors, quite a distance from home, but getting some javelin throws in on the Elves. Hopefully they will manage to kill a couple. Yeah, looks like they got 1 or 2. But the other archers are kind of holding back, which again, I think is good. We've still got a good deal of numbers in our Royal Longbowmen. Okay, this could be a problem. You guys, instead of that, why don't you shoot at, like, them? Or the Greenwood Guards, actually. That'd be very nice. All right, so we're going to actually hit them. You can hit the Greenwood Guards. And let's get organized here, because we do want to have enough arrows left. Or not enough arrows, but enough Longbowmen left to hit the Elven Retainers. That was good. Okay, we don't need to run from these Greenwood bows. I think we can take them out with these units of Longbowmen. And so yeah, the trick is just going to be surrounding this unit. Let's get the black shields in on this, actually. Because, again, I'm not too concerned here. Okay, what are you doing? Just running away? It's actually kind of okay. If I can kill this family member here, though, I do want to do that. Yeah, it kind of looks like they're running away. Let's get everybody around and keep them in melee, because I don't want this guy to flee. We should be winning this fight, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. No need to move. How are we doing? 29, winning easily. Black shields. Okay, let's get this unit up, like, here. Okay, so they're going to get back to the Elven King's Halls with, you know, some fairly intact units, but that's okay. We win this fight, we'll be able to move on them, and then they won't be able to retrain them or train anymore. They are losing slightly now. I mean, black shields are good, but you know, they can't. They're just not going to be able to tear through this unit of Elven retainers. Although they are losing. Alright, so we did win the fight with the archers over here. Royal Longbowmen can come back. They're tired. Let's just have them march. These guys are fresh, though. Oh, some more Longbowmen over here as well. I think if it comes down to it, we could maybe kill this unit with all of our melee stuff, including the Longbowmen, but yeah, so this is a scenario where I don't have a lot of great hard-hitting units to deal with these guys. But yeah, maybe the black shields will get in there. And you know what? Let's get the Royal Longbowmen out, or the Royal Spearmen out. See, okay, now they're losing heavily. 20. Yeah, Spearmen can get right out because... Oh, wow. Just getting the spears out of there seems really to have helped. I don't know if it made more room for the black shields to get in or what, but that's nice. Okay, let's see. You're fresh. Let's charge you guys in. Yeah, much better than I thought. Wow. Oh, that's great. Okay, down to 12 already. Wow. All right, hey. Well, this is much better than I expected. So this is the kind of thing I guess we need to do over in the West, but the problem is they don't have awesome. Oh, so awesome. Just to see an Elven retainer, an Elven general go down. I guess we can end the battle. He's not coming around anymore. All right, great. Just to see an Elven bodyguard get taken out in a straight-up melee. That's just really nice. All right, and that was their turn. So let's go right over there to the Elven King's Halls, because now I don't think there's anything else in the area. Yeah, I see an army of Dale over here, and there's just nothing else. Maybe down here there's an Elven, unit or two, but I doubt it. No more family members. Oh, beautiful. All right, so this is what we're doing now. We could assault immediately, but I don't want to do that. They do have a full unit of Greenwood guards. We've seen how tough these guys are with their two-handed axes. And they got about a little less than half strength unit of also Greenwood guards. The rest of them are Greenwood bows. Now, these are all, tough, but we've just got such missile superiority that if we just wait for this siege to surrender, we're going to have an army mostly intact, I think. Okay, Rohan and Rune are at war, and this guy died over the Grey Havens. That's right. All right, and we're making a lot of money again because we lost a lot of units. So let's see what we have over here remaining. Okay. Yeah, so this is the army that we use. Now, we do have these trolls. Hill trolls are good, but I don't... Okay, so they're a little buggy, at least for me and for some other people who have played the mod. You do know that the hill trolls and the Olog High as well do have a bit of a tendency to crash the game on some systems. Not always. Sometimes I can play a battle with them and it's just fine. But I'm a bit worried about using them, especially when recording, because I think it's going to be a bit tougher on my system. So I think, we'll put a pin in that. But I think what we need to do with Mifflond is just keep training. So get the men together so that we can really hit them in a reliable way. So let's see what we've got here in terms of building. Okay, yes. Now we switched. We switched over to the Ways of the Shadow. This is because we had built some more cultic temples in the area, and it's not just the number of settlements that are officially cultic versus those that are officially Ways of the West that determines whether your roster switches or not. It's the level of the cultural conversion building that's in the settlement as well. So that does play a role. And I think in Last Bridge I had built like a high temple of the shadow or something, which does give you some great bonuses to income as well as unit experience. But it also has that downside of switching when you maybe don't want to. And actually I don't really want to switch right now. So what we're going to do is we're kind of countering that. In Mickle Delving we are building great law keepers. And in Under Towers, we're going to be working on that kind of stuff throughout our realm. So we will switch back to Ways of the West. I think that is the way to go. But meanwhile, we're just going to be assembling things like catapults. And where else can we train them? I think it's a Numinas that we're working towards. And then Fornos as well. Tharbad can make them, I think. But tell you what, we do have a Tharbad army that is right here, and so let's just hit it with this, and we'll just kick them away. Great. Now, population is a bit low. That's the only thing that's kind of holding me back from training stuff in Tharbad. But we do still get the ability to make Mariners, even though we are technically cultic. The Mariners do stick around. So I guess that's good. They're not super great, though. I mean, if we look at how many are surviving over in, where was it, Mickle Delving, we've got some, but honestly, it's not that much. Let's bring these guys down to Tharbad, though. We will get them retrained. We do have some more that are here. And any other units that we can bring elsewhere. Well, I guess the Losoth Warriors can head back up north. It's going to be a long trip for them. Citadel catapults, all these Ways of the West things we can't retrain at the moment. Were there any other cultic units, though? Yeah, Swords of the Shadow. So we can bring these guys, the cultists, the bows, and horsemen, I think. Let's bring all of them. And I think Last Bridge is going to be the place to do it, because this has the best infrastructure. Let's see a Numinas. Okay, this could be another place for catapults. So this will be very convenient. I think we want to go here. The Great Library. That's going to cost us some upkeep, but we can afford it at this point. Alright, is there anything else? Well, we've got catapults. The other places, I guess we could start going for some Swords of the Shadow. Let's compare, though. Okay, so 16 attack. Versus, let's say, these guys. 17. So 17, 7, and 37. Versus Swords of the Shadow. Let's find a unit that's already been trained, so it has the experience. Where are you? Rate. Here we go. 16, 6, and 34. So these guys are just a little bit worse on attack. Yeah. Well, I guess we could train them. Let's do it. That's what we've got in the area. We may as well. Dark bows, I'm not thinking they're anywhere near as good. Yeah, as the longwomen. The longwomen are just so good. With that defense of 30. Missile attack 17. I mean, I guess we can train one. Fornost. We haven't built a ton here, but actually we are getting up there. So Swords of the Shadow are coming along. Very low population, though, in Numeness. So, yeah, I think that's it. We'll stop there for this turn. All right, and we're just going to continue to wait outside the Elven King's halls. Okay. Khand is attacking the Reunited Kingdom. And Rohan is at war with Rune as well. That's good. Gives them something else to do, potentially. Okay, now let's see. We're still cultic. Gotta keep checking, because all that building we're doing may switch us back. Oh, we've got a coming of age in Tharbat. I mean, that's the thing. You start getting a bunch of family members together in a settlement, and that's where, you know, it just snowballs. Okay. Pretty low population here, though. But Three Ways actually does have some good stuff. We got to the point where we have a guild of weaponsmiths here, which is upgrading our armor to a +2. And what else? Metalsmith's Quarter, which upgrades armor +1. So we do have some very nice armor bonuses on some units. I don't remember where they are exactly. Yeah, these guys, you can see they've got some armor, some silver armor upgrades. So that's nice. $23,000. What are we going to spend it on? Let's see. Bree, I guess. Ideally, we'd like to go with financial. We could go library for ballistas, but we won't get up to catapults without going to the next highest tier of military. And since Bree is financial, there doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. This will help with growth, but that's it, so I'm not going to bother. Everything else is just kind of humming along, so that's good. Bucklebury, I think. Okay, this is military. And we've got a ton of population here, so we'll just keep going with that. May as well increase the land tax by another couple hundred for even more cash. And Mickle Delving, yeah, you know what? Let's just queue up a bunch of dark bows. Kind of better than nothing. We'll keep bringing these guys over into the east to be retrained at Lastbridge. That's what you guys are doing. Right. This unit is going up towards Ron Lasoth. Okay, yeah, actually, Swords of the Shadow everywhere. A couple units out of all these places. I wish I had better ranged. I mean, that's the thing. As Ways of the West, you've got this excellent longbows and really, really nice just all-around troops. You get the black shields. You get all kinds of stuff you can do. So it's it is a really, really good option. If I really wanted to leverage the cult, I could by going into some orc holds, training up to units like orc champions. Those are a quite good armor-piercing unit with Warcry. You know, going for trolls. All right, so more training coming along, and yep. Let's see, can we get more growth? Well, we could by doing that. I think the Herbalist is going to be a quicker option. Sarnford, okay. Yeah, let's start going on consultation. This will allow us to determine what direction we want to go, and I think at this point we're going all military because we have to kill the elves before Rohan decides that it would just rather wipe out Tharbad and start attacking us. So that's what we need to focus on. In the meantime, irrigation might be good here. And under towers. Okay, so we have kicked out the hobbits that were living in under towers. So this is great. Let's go with town councils. We do have a bit of shadow cult causing problems. I think that's because one of these guys has Harumor. So let's get him out of here, actually. Lord of Southern Arthedain. So that's somewhere like... Is that Fornost or Anuminas? Let's get him over to Three Ways, though. That's the nearest cultic settlement, so that's the place that's not going to be upset if we have a sudden influx of cultiness. Alright, rather not have this get wiped out by a random rebel army, but not a big deal. Alright, Tharbad is... I can do this all day, Tharbad. Right, and in Rivendell, we also gave them the save treatment. So we turned this from Elven lands to Eriador Outlands, which means that in theory we can start building stuff. The problem is the growth is so low here. Even on low taxes, we're losing population. So we need to build up a lot in terms of, things like markets. Great Lockpiers isn't going to help here for population, but like an herbalist, land clearance, well, that won't help either. The market will, so we'll go with that. But just, it's a huge amount of investment to get Rivendell useful.
Yes, Captain. Onward. Moves depleted, sir.
Alright, more catapults. We gotta just keep on that. There we go. We'll go for another one there. And we also need growth here. Like quite bad. So, Guild of Weaponsmiths would be great. Advanced Irrigation is another specialization building we can make, so these are mutually exclusive. This would help with growth, right? So, that'd be nice in a settlement like this, but honestly, Guild of Weaponsmiths is going to help my armor. So let's do something different for growth, which would be the Merchant Square. Or actually, let's go with a healer. That's quicker. Going to cost us some upkeep in land tax, but that's fine. And let's see. So here's that elven army. They're just standing out here. This is the king of the elves. We fought them, I think, in the last episode. And I'm just going to let them. Okay, Sarnford then. Let's think about this. Yeah, let's go Great Lawkeepers. We are going to go military here again, so may as well keep increasing their experience. At some point, the elves are going to sally, and they still have 5 turns here, but, again, we are wearing them down just by keeping them under siege, and I have no interest in assaulting. Just none. Okay, here we go. Now we can do some retraining and get, some troops back. Ooh, the population is really low, though. Okay, so we have to be selective. Mostly this is useful for the catapults, but it does have the option to train some high-tier stuff as well. Now, we can't train Shadow Riders, but I think we're at least giving them experience. 594. That's actually not bad. I don't think I'm going to bother with the cultists, though. You know, maybe if I'm just swimming in population, I'll come back to it. Let's go with the market for the population, and otherwise we're just going to queue up catapults all the time. All right, what else can we do here? We'll go with control posts, and we'll get our military going in under towers as well. Huh. Oh, that's right, because I built the Great Lawkeepers, which helps experience. So I did have a unit of Royal Longbowmen down here in Ridmallen. So let's keep training down here. And then we'll eventually assemble all of these guys again. But we have to think about it. So a couple episodes ago, we had those exploratory battles against the elves around Mithlon, and they did not work. I didn't really expect them to work. They've got just a ridiculous amount of Lindon guards and just high-tier units. Alright, they're probably not going to fight even this. Yeah. So, now is the time when we need to really put something together that's going to work. So I think we're getting extra experience there. Let's get a scout too. Under Towers is building that. Mickle Delving, let's see. Population's really high, but it is falling because just reasons I'm not quite sure. But once you convert the population, you get a boost. And then you go to the next level of the city, and then you get to a certain point, like 12,000 population, and then it starts to fall again. So we had a bit of a population boom as people were suddenly very eager to move into the Shire, but then it got overcrowded, so now they're leaving. So that's kind of what's going on. I guess we may as well go for a major province, and that's going to get us just about where we need to be. Bring our Lossoth north and see what happens next turn. I don't know if those elves are going to sally. I think they're just going to wait until the very end there. All right, we lost our king. Let's retrain them, and we just very little population up here. Okay, so more training has been happening. So Swords of the Shadow, I'm thinking they are a step down from Black Shields, but they're maybe not too much of a step down. Like, maybe they will be good. If we train enough of them and send them at the enemy and just kind of swarm them, maybe they'll do pretty well. Okay, Lord's Barracks. Again, this is going to do a lot more if you are Ways of the West, so... We don't have any libraries here, but we are military, so we could do it. On the other hand, maybe we don't need it. Let's go for city development. There are some nice specialization buildings. I'm thinking that Numinas could be our catapults in the region, and Fornos could just be like all-purpose infantry. Although I say that, and we're out of population over here. So that's why we need to build something else. I guess Merchant Square. Yep. That'll do that. And yep, more catapults in Last Bridge. Ettendale. Yeah, let's just keep going with these Swords of the Shadow. Oh, very nice. Expert commander. Okay. Mature. Over bold, but that's not too bad. So he, of course, is in Tharbad, like everybody is. He's this guy. Let's bring him up to 3 ways and retrain, because he's going to get some armor. bonuses here. I don't know that it's worth going Spears of the Shadow. Their attack is 5 points worse. Their defense is only a couple points or 1 point better. So yeah, we'll keep with this Swords of the Shadow here. All right. Everything looking fine here. So now that we've got him out, we'll just do the same thing again. Oh, they're gonna stick around and fight. Well, that's lame. I don't want to fight you. All right, we'll bring everybody up. Let's see. He's just their ruler. I mean, honestly, if I can't win that, okay. That was very weird. He stuck the first time, but he abandoned the second time. Okay. So 3 ways. Let's see. Yeah, let's just wait for that. Under towers, though, we can get going on more stuff. I think once we get up to, let's see. Very odd. I would have thought that we would have the option to go up to the minor province, but apparently not. So maybe that's why we're getting this population growth, and then once we get to the next level, okay. So we'll just have to wait. That'll develop at some point. And then last bridge. Yep, Merchant Square. Not really feeling the need for much. Maybe Ridmalin. We'll go for the major province there, and then we can get some more troops out of it. Only 2 turns left, so I expect that we're going to have a battle pretty soon for the Elven King's Halls. Yeah, they're down to just a pitiful force. All right. Oh, there's a Rohan army right here. Yeah, see, I don't want to deal with you. I just don't. You shouldn't be you should be attacking Tharbad right now. You can't just trespass. All right. Well, at least they won't have an easy time in the city with their cav. Oh, I really don't want to lose Tharbad. Alright, well, I guess we'll train some spearmen. What a huge pain, though. Yeah, I guess we got to keep our mariners there. I really don't want to lose Tharbad. So if they do fight us there, we will have to actually fight them to take it back. But that'd be just really annoying. Alright, it takes a little while before we can get back up to the level of population required for another unit of catapults. Oh, we can do that immediately here. We're going for as many catapults as we can get. As many catapults as we can stomach. That's what we're getting. Alright, so here's our sally out of the Elven King's Halls. Now, I could just auto-resolve this, but let's fight it on the battle map. Now, it is a sally, so they're going to be rushing me, and I'm not sure what the battle map looks like. I didn't build any siege equipment, though, but I need to quickly get the catapults to fire at will to hopefully get a couple of shots in as they approach. We won't really be able to set up our men. And the elves are really fast, so as soon as that loading bar is full, we got to get ready. Okay, why are we here? What a weird place to set up. Okay, we are set to fire at will. Okay. Well, okay, we're here because this is the west. This is the side that we're on. But there's no gate over here. So they're going to be coming around from the south. Okay. All right, well, let's get our copious amounts of longbowmen over here. Our Lossoth are maybe going to be of some use in this fight because it is winter. Bring the catapults over like that. And what do we have for our melee stuff? Yeah, we've got spears here. I'll just put the spears in front of the catapults. And black shields, honestly, black shields, you can retire. I don't think you need to fight these Greenwood bows that we'll be facing. So you can just kind of stay out of the fight. We'll bring you back into the west once we have dealt with this city. Yeah, so they're getting all their troops around. I'm seeing some of them just coming out the gate now. All right, here they come. I think we'll get a couple of shots in. Might not do much because they're going to be running and moving pretty quickly, I would think. That was a hit. Right, missed over there, but these guys, we're shredding them before they get to the front lines. That's great. Greenwood guards, just obliterated. Nice work. All right, so they are stopping to shoot at us, I suppose. But that's, honestly, that's fine. We want to get them all to rout, so one problem could be that this guy gets back to the city square. But them standing here is just giving our catapults time to hone in on their position. And we can hit, I think, yeah, just about all of them with our bows. So, yeah, all right. All right, let's run forward here, put them out of their misery. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll just end the battle there. So. Let's take a look at the victory screen here. Okay, so great. This ends our campaign in Mirkwood. We have successfully at this point taken out all of the Lorien settlements and all of the northern Greenwood settlements. With the fall of the Elven King's Halls, we can now turn our full attention back to the west, where, as we have seen in the past episode, things are not as easy as they are in the east. So this has been a bit of an eye-opener, but I think now we have a plan for the army composition, what can work over in Mythlond. A few more battles, I think, and we may have them right where we want them. So thank you for joining me on this episode, folks, and I hope you will stick around for the next one. Until then, take care.